Yo, come on! Come on, guys! Bruh! I've been set up! This is a scam! Elo Hell have done me dirty. They've done me dirty. There's a replay code of a custom match that happened, and I think, roughly speaking, the average level is plat diamond, I think. There's one GM on each team, the rest are plats or diamonds. And we've got to use the replay viewer to find the GM. Okie dokie. Alright. This is going to be so simple, because I'm a GM player stuck in plat and diamond, and so I should easily be able to identify the people that look like me compared to the people who look like Bren and Matt. This should be so simple, actually. I'm going to be probably the best person at doing this in the world. Boom. Match loaded. Easy peasy. All right. Okay, so this is Spot the Smurf. Now, I play with Smurfs all the time. I need them in order to counter the Smurfs that snipe me constantly. So, here's what we've got. We've got blue team and we've got the red team. The average SR here is plat or diamond, which is the same SR that I play at. And then there's one GM player on each team. Okay, so immediately I'm thinking, if they're playing Brig, oof, I'm gonna maybe find it a little bit difficult to be able to tell. But outside of that, this should be fairly simple. This should be fairly simple. I mean, who's got a name that screams, I'm a tryhard GM player? Squidot Bass. No. Purple Flurp. No. Koja. That's the kind of name that GM players have. Koja and Koga. Suspicious. Matowo. I don't know. Okay. Lou. Yeah, Lou does sound like a GM player, doesn't it? Lou. It's just too simple. That's the thing. It's understated. They don't have to brag because they know they're good. So we've got to identify who the Smurf is on both of these teams. And we've got 3 rounds of Lijiang Tower to be able to do it. Thank you, Elo Hell, for pitching me with the challenge. I hope that I'm going to be able to do this. All right, let's start. Let's look for the Smurf on the blue team first. I'm going to approach this. I actually watched some of these videos before. I watched Fran do it. Let me describe Fran's attempt at being able to do it. The F keys at the top of her keyboard, she basically just hit them in a random order. And she didn't seem to go through them one by one. There was no system. She just tapped the F keys until she like left people until last. I don't know. It bothered me, all right? I need a system. And my system is F1. We start at the first player. We try and see whether they look like they're a GM player. And if they do, then, you know, we double check through the rest of their team. We're just going to work through this in a methodical manner. Silver border Smurf. It's got nothing to do with the levels of the players, apparently. Okay. All right, we've got Anna Brig on both teams. Okay. Bubble usage at the beginning of the fights. The Reinhardt has immediately died. This guy... I don't know. Let me just take a look at this Ryan again as well. Bubble goes onto him. He steps backwards. This guy's a plat player for sure. For sure. I mean, I don't even need... I may have already eliminated the blue team's tank line. I may have already... I don't think it is them. I don't think it's them. Let's take a look at the Genji in the first fight. You know what? I might have wrapped this up by the end of the first fight. I've got a methodical, scientific view. Kind of strange positioning for this Genji to have, actually. Nah, I ain't feeling the Genji either. I don't know, he ain't giving me GM vibes. He looks slow, you know? He looks slow, like his brain is processing information. He looks like me when I play Genji. It's like, I'm not situationally aware of what's going on, and therefore unable to process all of the information, and therefore feed. I mean, he's 30 health, just desperately trying to get healed. All right, I don't think it's the Genji. Let's take a look at the Torb. Okay, we want to see the Torb in the first team fight, just to have some kind of idea of what was going on here. All right, I mean, the Torb already realizes that it's game over, so... I don't think we really got a good flavor for the Torb in the first fight, you know? Might have to watch this guy for a little longer. Jesus Christ, I thought he was about to jump off the side. I mean, I could believe that he was the GM player if he just watches his tank line feed in the first 10 seconds and throws himself off the side. I mean, that to me looks like a Toxic Masters player, to be honest, but... Alright, we're going over to the Junkrat here. That's kind of nice. But the rest of it... I don't know. Not inspiring.
Well, that's a fine. How do you do?
But it's okay.
Don't worry, my friends. I have your shield.
I'm not gonna lie though. This, like, sitting in the backlines and spamming mines. This looks like plat play to me. Honestly, I think I was right with the Koja pick before. This Junkrat is not inspiring me. But I'm gonna give it a little longer. Junk is the best so far. Yes, I would agree on the blue team, but but at the same time, not GM level, you know? His team's getting rolled, but I feel like he's playing scared, you know? The supports are always the GMs in these. That's not true. The one that I watched of Franz, it was one support and one DPS. There's one on each team, remember? I don't know, this guy's... Okay, well, there's the first round. It just goes dominantly in favor of the red team. We're going to scroll back to the first round because... Let's go back here to the beginning, okay? I want to take a look at the Ana player. Wait, what the hell's the Ana player doing? Just AFK at the beginning of the game? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, the GM's throwing. You know what? I did wonder how the Rhine fed so hard at the beginning of the fight. Surprise, it's sleepy. You know, this might have something to do with why Team 1 failed in their initial engagement. Okay, well... We didn't get too much data from that first fight, honestly. This has colored my perspective of how the others played as well. Maybe I was too harsh on the Reinhardt at the beginning. What am I witnessing?
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine. This will help.
Seems to be wasting sleep and just grouping up with his team and shooting them in the ass. But at the same time, they were AFK at the beginning, so I feel like the blue team might be a little bit boomed, you know? And just like, I don't know, out of it. This does not seem like GM positioning or aim, though. Or ability usage. What's he sleeping?
will help.
I feel like this whole team is boomed though. I think they've just gone GG, go next. Okay. It's gotta be the Anna, right? I mean, it's gotta be the Brig, right? The Brig's gotta be the GM. We've looked at... Is this like a trick question? Blue actually doesn't have a GM Smurf? Well, I mean, that's not the Brig's fault. Let's flick this forward a little. Right, you know what? Next round. We need another round to figure this shit out. The Brig could have blocked. I don't think the Brig anticipated the shatter coming in.
It's good to be back home.
All right, okay. We go again here. Maybe it was the Rhine and I just gave them an unfair showing at the beginning because their Anna was AFK. I mean, I didn't realize the Anna was AFK. Maybe the Rhine didn't realize the Anna was AFK. Oh, and now Miest has gone over to the Orisa, so... Okay, they're gonna play Solo. What the heck is Team 1 playing? Oh, they've swapped over their off-tank and main tank.
Capture the objective.
Okay. That's weird.
Fixing you up.
Little attempt on the boop. Okay. Slept. Trying to get value out of whip shots.
I need to recharge. The objective is now active.
Capping. I should check the tanks again, yeah. This is more difficult than I thought. I feel like... I mean, we haven't seen too much from the Brig yet so far, but I feel like the Brig is the best so far. But then we haven't really looked at the tanks when they're playing their other roles, you know?
Not ready.
Can't really get too much Inspire healing out here.
My will.
Team's just backing off. Trying to trigger Inspire. That's pretty nice. Decent positioning. Oh, alright. The Ryan just gave them the fucking business.
Incoming.
The anti-synergy, whip-shotting them out of the Meteor Strike. Okay. All right, let's rewind this a little bit. Let's fucking rewind this. Let's take a look at this Rhine again. Wait, it was the Zarya now is the Rhine from the previous time.
1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
So maybe it's this guy. I don't know.
The objective is now active.
A lot of looking at toes.
Barriers on you. Go. Bring it. Maximum destruction.
When I watch Overwatch, I only watch my own gameplay as like a passive observer in a train wreck, or I'm watching owl level players. So this
Give me your best shot.
is a little painful actually. You know, because I can't complain about myself because, you know, I'm shit. I like to avoid blame. I feel like it can't be that Zarya. Let's get this back to the beginning of the round. Look at the Rhine.
1.
Maybe it was this guy. He just... Maybe it was this guy. He just isn't an off-tank player. You know, because he was playing the Zarya previously, and he didn't look great on the Zarya, but... He looks all right on the Rhine.
Barrier is on you.
He looks much better on the Rhine than the other guy did. Maybe they've been sneaky. And he was like playing an off pick for the first round. Then again, I mean, if you're a GM tank, you're a GM tank, right? There really isn't a distinction in the game between main tank and off tank.
Go. Not ready. This will improve your condition.
This certainly seems like the best we've seen so far, though. Maybe the Brig, though, still. I didn't think the Brig was dreadful, but then I feel like it's a little hard to tell on the Brig. But the Brig's positioning was good. This has all been pretty decent, though, from the Rhine.
I cast this forth. Огонь по готовности. Rains from above.
Pretty nice coordination. A literal 6k barrage. Oh! Oh, Pogu. Definitely the Pharah. The Pharah and the Genji on the other team. I think it is on the other team. From watching the blue team, it seems like the Pharah Genji player on the other team is the GM. The Genji was like in the right positions in all of the team fights in the previous round. And now the Pharah's getting a lot of work done. But see, this guy's actually playing pretty well on the Rhine. I think this is the best that we've seen so far. This looks good. This looks good. I still feel like it could be the Brig, but I don't think it's anybody else. And I'm also a little confused because Squid didn't look that great on the Zarya in round 1. Oh, the bash out of the shatter. That's nice from the Brig and the Rhine. Brig and the Rhine. Ooh. Okay, let's go back to the beginning of this round and we're gonna watch the Brig again. Okay, we're gonna go back to the beginning of this round and we're gonna watch the Brig. We're gonna actually pay attention and see. I think we already watched the majority of this. We watched until the Brig got killed by the Pharah, basically. I'm not sold on the Brig. I'm not sold on the Brig either. I think the Rhine is better than the Brig, but I want to be thorough, you know? I want to be thorough.
Surrender to my will.
The Brig's doing a good job of being up there with the Rhine, giving him support, like putting the positioning in a decent place. Making sure to use abilities frequently as well, which I feel like a lot of low-level Brigs would not do. They just int. I mean, I do love the anti-synergy there to avoid the kill onto the Zarya. And the Brig seems pretty comfortable. I'm not sure they're a GM player though, but they seem pretty decent. Okay, rally, engage. Oh yeah, this is where they got 6-man barrage. Grab barrage was absolutely key. Koga hitting the shots there as well. But I don't feel like Koga can be the GM, otherwise Matoa would find it much more difficult, I think, to do his job. Nice bash on the... Bit of a miss on the whip shot, but... No bash on the Moira early on. I feel like maybe people would have prioritized that. While she's in Coalescence.
I'm on fire. Come on, try me.
I don't know. I don't think this is a GM player, but... They seem better than the other players on their team apart from the Rhine. Was that just random or was that deliberate? I don't know. I think this has got to be the Rhine. The Rhine... Okay. If it was the Rhine, then what the fuck were they doing in the first round on off-tank? Because... Alright, we kind of gave up on the Zarya really early on. But let's take a look. Let's see if we can be convinced by their Zarya performance in round 1. Alright, up there at the front, getting charged with personal. Bubble for the Rhine afterwards. Barrier's destroyed. Nice bash from the Brig. Okay. Yeah, this actually... Maybe I was too harsh on the Zarya earlier on in the round. Off-rolling to hide their power level. Yeah, the reaction was pretty quick, right? Like, decent spatial awareness. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Yeah. The position is just so much better than everybody else on his team. Okay, I was too harsh to the Zarya in the first fight. I think I was too harsh to the Zarya in the first fight because their Ana was AFK. And their Rhine is kind of feeding. But this has got to be the blue team GM. I mean, no personal. But again, that caught everyone on the team off because I think they just didn't expect it. Okay, and there's only 10% left, so I mean, all right, let's skip forward to the third round. Okay, third round. So, the blue team have turned things around by putting their GM onto the Rhine. That's the theory that we currently have. That's the hypothesis. So let's see what happens when we head on to Gardens. Are they going to be playing Winston? Or are they going to go for the Rhine again? It would be nice to see this guy on a range of different heroes, but...
I heard
don't know what the hell that means.
Birthday, old man.
Don't know what that means.
So I went easy on you.
Yeah, I didn't check the entirety of the blue team on round 2. But I do feel like... it's this Rhine.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Come out and face me.
Just seems to know what he's doing, you know? Like he's got confidence because he knows that his decisions are correct. What was that bubble? Okay. Well, I think he was kind of shafted there by a really early Zarya bubble. I don't know what the bubble was. They've also changed up their comp and they're playing Dive Team 2. Matowo gets 2 kills right at the beginning as well. That's how a prime candidate for the Smurf on the red team.
Don't worry, my friend. I have your shield.
Alright, let's see. What do they do here? Continue going through white? They got a McCree and a...
Get into position.
Alright, covering his team as they cross.
Get in there.
A Zarya bubble for no reason again. Missed, my dude. Please. God, I feel sorry for this Rhine. That was a better bubble. Quite nice. Yeah, it's got to be the Rhine, dude. It actually has to be the Rhine. He's the only player on his team that isn't just making horrible mistakes, and he's there at the right times. It has to be the Reinhardt. It has to be. I mean, we'll see again when we watch from the red team's point of view whether anybody else seems like a terror, but this absolutely must be the Rhine. Ain't no plat or diamond Ryans playing like this. Oh, hello. That's... what the heck is that? Sick grab. The freeze has actually caught people. Shielding at the right time, not feeding. Oh, he gets slapped there. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, he always just seems to have like an idea of what he needs to be doing. Always just knows what he should be doing. Never seems lost or questioning his decisions. Another shatter that finds value. He's weak. Very weak. I mean, there should still be a win. Oh, green arrow with a nice little 2k. This is going to have to be a recontest. But it was a nice try. It was a nice try. It has to be him. It has to be this Reinhardt. He just looks competent in a way that nobody else on his team does. The Brig looked acceptable, but not GM.
Step right up.
What did I just witness? This Koja guy has just been, I don't know, hard feeding the entire match. I mean, he was AFK at the beginning, and then he just ran in a couple of times. Oh, he's getting bullied. He's getting bullied. The Bob placement. Matoro gets so many kills in this game. All right. I think it must be the Rhine. So let's scroll back to the beginning, and we're going to do the same thing for the red team. Now, I have a very strong inkling that it's Matoro. So we're going to start by watching Matoro. And then... oh, I guess his name is Matt Owo. I don't know. This is some weeb shit, I think. So we're going to... what the fuck is this guy doing? All right. No, please, no. I'm going to throw up. Oh, no, that was just a burp. That was just my my lunch coming back up to say hello. Okay. The positioning is aggressive, pretty solid. Yeah, dude, it's this guy. It's this guy. It's this guy. We found him, chat. We found him.
My warrior spirit burns.
We found him. Harassing enemy Genji. Positioning is good. He's immediately on the right people. Reflect is nice. Gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Straight into the back, annihilates. Oh, he does get trapped, but that was a nice blade. It's gotta be him, surely, surely. And the blade was so clean. Apparently the levels have nothing to do with it because it's custom games or something, but yeah. Could be one of the supports. Could be. I'm gonna still take a good look at the red team though, you know? Actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna look at Matoro first. We got trapped. I mean, surely it's Matoro. Surely. Because other players don't seem dreadful, but they don't seem great either. Let's look at him again. Oh, this was just the Earth Shadow, wasn't it? Bruh! It's him! It's him! It ain't anyone else! It's him! Don't even try and tell me there's a single other GM player on the red team. It just... It ain't. It ain't anyone else. It's him. We don't even need to look at the rest of these players. I mean, should we even bother? Should we go back to the beginning? I mean, let's use the next round to explore other opportunities. No, I'm not going final answer, but let's take a look at the who should we take a look at? Maybe yo, what the hell was that?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Recency bias? I'm gonna start at the Zarya. We're gonna start at F7 and work our way forwards. Maybe the red team's just better, you know?
The objective is now active.
Looks just a little unaware, you know? Let's keep watching the Zarya. I don't think that the Zarya is responding to the enemy's team comp at all. Like, I don't think he's aware of the... Like, I don't think he was aware of the Doomfist positioning. I don't think he's aware of the shadow potential. Like, I think that he's got all right mechanics, but I don't think he's, like, thinking about the game, you know? He's not thinking about where the threats are going to be coming from the blue team. He's just playing his Zarya like a diamond player. On the other hand, we gotta watch this round from Matoa's perspective, because he gets a 6k barrage. And the grab is good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's Matoa who's gonna call for that grab, you know?
I will not waste this opportunity.
The movement's good. Aim is good. It's like watching me play Pharah. Aim is good. It's gotta be this guy. Trying to put damage on the Rhine. On the Brig. I mean, this is not a plat or diamond. Not reload cancelling, he's in bronze. No, this is not plat diamond gameplay. I just simply don't believe it. It's gotta be this guy. It has to be. Alright, look, he's setting up for it. He's setting up for the barrage. I mean, not that that was the hardest thing in the world, but okay, let's take a look at Lou though. Like, maybe Lou is just a hidden talent of this team that we haven't realized, that's setting everyone else up for success.
This enemy is my will.
Heroes never die.
Or, you know, alternatively, maybe not. Okay, is there anyone that we really haven't given a fair shot to? We watched a bit of Purple Flood, we watched some Flash Fire, we watched Lou a little bit. We haven't looked at the supports of the red team particularly. So let's finish out the map by taking a look at the supports. I mean, I'm not going to really get a good idea from watching Unieveth play the Mercy, I think, but I think you can get some idea from the Moira. I think you can get more idea from the Moira than you can from a Mercy that's just glued to a Pharah. I feel like a GM player would not be playing Moira, you know? Like, I feel like they just wouldn't. I mean, that's fun. Fades out of the grab, back into the grab. That's a great time to watch. Go next. Go next. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the next round, and we'll just... This is our final thing to check. If Freakles and Unieveth aren't amazing on support, we have our answers. We have the answers.
I will keep you healed. Walk it off. You're covered.
My barrier can't take much more.
Oh, I mean, that's a little bit of feeding going on there. A little bit of feeding. Like, I didn't really spend much time watching the blue DPS at all, but I'm pretty sure it's Squid Up Bass.
I've seen worse. You're going to.
Let's take a look at this rig gameplay.
There's only one. Get in there, Bob.
Take your medicine.
I'll lead the way.
I don't think it's this Ana. I don't know, the usage of the Bionades is not at crucial times in the team fight. The sleeps are just kind of wasted. The Nano, I think, would have been a good... Like, there would have been a good time to invest the Nano in the middle of that team fight, and they just chose not to. Oh, and they just Nano at the end to try and get Lu. Let's take a look at Lu on the Genji. Yeah, I don't... There's a bit of a difference here, I think, between the Lu Genji and the Matowo Genji.
Nothing wrong with a little self.
Nope. I think... Let's just... I think it's gotta be, right? It just has to be Squid Up Base and Matowo. Matowo dominated on the Genji, dominated on the Pharah, and now I think he dominates this round on the hit scan as well. I'm pretty sure he gets like a 4K at some point around here.
Here it comes.
Feeling powerful.
Do something.
Activating
Okay, I mean, maybe more of a projectile player, but it's not like the aim is... I mean... The attempt is good, just not actually hitting the shots. But I don't think that's because he's not GM. I think that might just be because he's not normally a hit scan player. Like, he's in the right positions, and he's trying to take the right shots, and his ability usage is good. He's just not hitting the shots. I still don't understand what this guy was doing on the Moira. That's a Sideshow level performance, if I've ever seen one. Just actually inting. That's a hardcore throw there. Yeah, so final guess, that Moira Kojo, probably the GM. And the angles are just good, right? Like, even though he's not hitting the... Oh, yeah, that was the 4K. I guess it's not really, like... Yeah, it's gotta be. All right, final answer. Final answer. It's Squid Up Base, the Reinhardt, who actually played a little bit of Zarya and threw me off in round one. And it's gotta be Matowo as well. It has to be. It has to be. All right, here's the answer video. Okay? Okay. All right. Oh, my God. Okay. Wait a second. Information's coming too fast. Okay. Bruh! I didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't even pay attention to Karq. Oh my lord. I've been destroyed. I overlooked it. It was Koga the whole time. It was Koga. That was Karq. Well, I've got to rewatch that. I've got to rewatch it. I don't understand. I felt like there was minimal impact. I'm sure at some point I did watch Koga, didn't I? I think I watched Koga, and what was the conclusion we came to? That his brain moved slowly. And he played Junkrat for a bit. Is that right? Oh my god, what is going on? All right, okay. All right. What the hell? So this is the GM player.
There's nothing I haven't seen before. Stick together.
This is the GM. Okay, this is the GM. So they had a GM DPS on both teams.
Delete the VOD.
Yeah, delete the VOD. Yeah, they had no Ana in this fight, but even so, like, I just thought, like, Matowo does a lot more in this than Karq does, right?
I am ready.
And then, but okay, they don't have an Ana, so this first fight is a bit of a wash. Let's skip forwards. I did say this round was a bit of a wash, but I don't think, in the nicest possible way, I don't think Karq is a natural Genji player. You know? You know what I mean? I feel like I've been hoodwinked. I think I've been hoodwinked. I kind of, to be honest, I didn't even pay any attention to Koga, but he does get the opening pick here onto the Rhine, which looks pretty decent, and then he kills Matowo later on, but aside from that, I didn't really notice him doing much, so I just assumed I didn't have to go back and look at him. Oh, Lord Almighty, how wrong I was. How wrong I was. Like, this is pretty good. I just assumed that a diamond player would also be able to do that, you know? There was a wall behind him. Misses the kill on the Ana.
I need to recharge.
The objective is now active.
Is Karq really a GM DPS player? I feel like I've been scammed, hoodwinked, bamboozled. That's nice, though. That's good positioning from him and the Rhine and the Brig. Oh, get that Mercy. Get that Mercy. Ah, yes. There's the anti-synergy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Even rewatching it, I feel like I was correct with the Reinhardt. I feel like there must have been a mix-up somewhere, you know? I think I've been given the wrong VOD. Oh, he got sucked back into the grab. That's unfortunate. Alright, now he moves over onto the McCree. Maybe he's just more of a hit scan player. Yo, what the fuck is going on here? He just tapped out by accident. Wait, back it up, back it up. Squid Up Bass should be GM. Yeah, he's been robbed. He's been robbed. He's a bit like me. He's hard stuck in Diamond, despite actually being a GM main tank. When I watch the POV of Squid Up Bass, it reminds me very much of myself. I mean, that's nice, just an easy 3-tap. But very safe play outside of that. Yo, come on! Come on, guys! How How was I ever supposed to get this correct? How was I ever at any point supposed to understand that this was a GM DPS player? There's no world in which someone gets this right. I've been set up. This is a scam. There's no world in which any human being guesses this correctly. Karku himself, watching this back, would guess the Reinhardt was the Smurf. Karku's own mother would not be able to identify that he was the highest rated player on his team. Elo Hell have done me dirty. They've done me dirty. They've given me a VOD of an off-roll GM player feeding his brains out. Spot the Smurf. Must be having a laugh. Oh, Matowo's got his number there as well. Tried to go for a flank. Oh, Matowo just takes his fucking head off. My word. Like he to be fair though, he isn't playing like a Plat Diamond player. He's not just running in and feeding like I would be if I was playing like this. You know, he's trying to make smart decisions. I just feel like the mechanics are not quite there. But alright, they win this round. Oh no, they don't win this round in the end, but they do recap. And he's just getting slammed by the GM on the other team. Oh, mama. I think it's even harder to tell that Karku is the GM because he's getting killed by the other GM. You know what I mean? Like, if the other GM was on Brig on the red team, then he would have so much more freedom to be able to play. He could make these kind of flanks. Like, this flank is really good. He just normally has to watch out for the Ashe so much. Because he doesn't have as good mechanics as the other GM player. This was hard. This was hard. Even if I had watched the entirety of Karku's point of view, I would never have guessed that he was the Smurf. Never in 1,000 years. Play outside of that. Come on! Come on, guys! How was I ever supposed to get this correct? How was I ever at any point supposed to understand that this was a GM DPS player? There's no world in which someone gets this right. I've been set up. This is a scam. There's no world in which any human being guesses this correctly.
Oh my god.
They've given me a VOD of an off-roll GM player feeding his brains out. Spot the Smurf. Must be having a laugh. Well, you beat me this time, Elo Hell. You beat me this time. Thanks for inviting me to play Spot the Smurf, I guess. Just gonna mock me that I can't tell the difference between Diamond and GM players now. This is bad for my reputation. Well, if you want to watch a Diamond player get carried by GM Smurfs all the time, then you can tune into twitch.tv/sideshow. I'll also do VOD reviews of people who are a lot better than this. Good lord, I've been played. I've been absolutely played.